Hello, everybody. This is Fernando for the latest Las Vegas Casino podcast. Another review for you Las Vegas fans out there. This one having to do with another casino that I frequent on a good number of bases every time I go out there to Las Vegas. In this case, this is a casino that I actually haven't stayed at when it comes to the rooms, and it's only because they have not offered any kind of comp services as of yet, even though I have the reward programs there for that casino, and I frequent it again on a every time that I'm there, basically. And I don't know why I haven't gotten any offers, but the day it happens, then they'll be able to stay there. But as far as the casino, I'll give the review, and it is a beautiful casino. And what I'm talking about here is the Tropicana Casino, located there on the south side of Las Vegas, right across the street from the Excalibur. And if you've been there on the south side, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you haven't been to Las Vegas before, just head on straight south to the south side area. It'll pretty much be the last casino on the, I guess you could call it the west side, depending on which area you're facing. But as long as you look for the Excalibur and you look across the street, there it is. That's the Tropicana. That's the location of it. Beautiful, beautiful casino. Recently renovated too. I think it was in 2010 that they spent a good amount of time and a good amount of money renovating it, making it almost brand new, and it is a sight to behold. Highly recommended. Whenever you go there to Las Vegas, you have to check out the Tropicana, and here's the good stuff tied to it. First off, if you're a fan like me of the M Life program and all the casinos tied to it, like the Excalibur, the Luxor, the MGM Grand, New York, they have a similar program there in the Tropicana, and it's called the Tropicana Rewards program, I believe. It has a reddish design, very hard to not miss. And what they do is they highlight with a great offer when you first sign up. And basically, it's this: you can get up to $200 in free play based on how much you spent during that first day of sign up. So the more you lose, the more you get back, up to $200, and they tiered it based on how much you've spent and how much you've lost. So if you spent and you lost a certain amount on your first day, then you have actually this number XYZ of free play to work with throughout the rest of the day. So it's a great day if you first go there. And then afterward, with that card, you can keep having promotions sent to you, at least when it comes to free play, like stuff on your birthday, Christmas type stuff, random gifts. It's just continuous, at least, and it's all based on the amount that you spend. And then as far as the casino itself, gorgeous, gorgeous casino. The outside was painted completely stock white. Probably it's one of those things where, just like the Luxor, it is impossible to miss whenever you're flying in, because it's the only casino that is 100% white. Just beautifully, beautifully painted. Makes it look serene, makes it look very clean. And then on the inside, whenever you walk in and you go through those nice glass doors at the front, it is even more beautiful inside. Pictures don't do it justice. Check it out in person whenever you have a chance. Whenever you walk in, there's towards the left a great looking concierge area where the customers first check in. It looks very hip, very modern. It's got like a reddish afterglow to it. Very beautiful. They have a nice rest area too, so that way if it's taking a while to let's say check in, not a problem. They have some Art Deco chairs that are very comfortable. Or not really chairs, but more like a couch, and you can sit there and just relax and then just enjoy the beauty of the place. The casino level is just one level, but it stretches out for a good while, and it's right towards the front of the casino too. And the other thing you notice is the smell of the casino. I don't know what they use in their filters, but it is by far the best smelling hotel out of the whole casinos. All the places that I visited, it is by far the best smelling hotel. I don't know if it's either because of the lack of smoking that's there. I don't see too many smokers, which is such a good thing when it comes to visiting a casino. But whatever the smokers are doing there, they're either doing a lot less, or the filters that are used by the Tropicana are a lot better, and they put in some kind of fragrance, some kind of potpourri, and it just makes it smell very, very nice. You'll instantly know what I'm talking about when you walk in. It is a great place to look at, a great place to walk around, and it smells very, very nice too. As far as the slot machines there, I would give them like an iffy mark. They're not too great, but they're not too bad either. I've won there on some days, and I've lost there on some days. It all depends on luck, it seems. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just sheer blind luck. The casino itself, it's centralized right by the front of the doors, so when you walk in, it's the first thing you see. Towards the left and towards the right are the slot machines, while on the middle they have it solely dedicated for all you poker players, all you what do they call that game? Thing with the dice. It doesn't come to mind right now, but for you fans of those craps, that's what it was. For all you craps fans, then you have that for your pleasure too, and it's right there central. So if you're a slot machine fan like I am, you won't have to wade through all those tables. Instead, just go to your left or go to your right, and you'll run into slot machines. And the chairs for the slot machines, see, it's the little nuances that just add to the experience. The chairs are really comfortable. They're like those office chairs that are heavily cushioned, heavily padded, almost like executive chairs, if you will. Great, great stuff. Whenever you sit down on one of these chairs and then compare it to where you sit in other casinos, you'll instantly know the difference. It is by far one of the best things about the about the casino there. And then also the ladies that come around, they seem to be far more attentive than some of the other casinos. I don't drink, so I don't order anything, but just based on visual experience, they do come around frequently, and they always ask no matter what you're playing, so if you wanted something. So they're not, in other words, avoiding people that are just playing like the penny slots as opposed to those playing the dollar slots. No, they take care, it seems like, of everything. And then there's plenty of those ATM kiosk machines around, so that way you could trade in those tickets whenever you're ready to cash out. That's one of the other little nuances. Some of the other casinos are getting into the habit of hiding those and putting those in areas where you have to wade through a multitude of machines. The idea being, oh, there's another game that I'm interested in playing. Let me wait on cashing out this ticket. No, in this case, they have a bunch of machines there, all ready to go, ready to use. The only thing that I would criticize about the place is whenever you walk in, and let's say you're there to see the Laugh Factory or you're there to purchase tickets for any show, they don't seem to advertise the locations, because once you step outside of the casino and you go into the actual hotel / conference / show area, it is a little confusing. There's signs eventually, but you have to hunt for them, and that's not always a good thing. I think maybe the rhyme and reason for it is because they're trying to make sure that you always stay focused on the casino, but inevitably, if you're trying to purchase tickets or if you're trying to go to an actual show, they have to make things stand out. Like the Laugh Factory, as I mentioned in one of my other Las Vegas casino podcasts, it is buried within that casino. I mean, you have to go all the way to the almost back of the casino on the first floor, and then go up an escalator, and then turn, and then go all the way towards an end of a hallway, and then once you see and you turn towards another hallway, you'll see a little sign that'll point towards Laugh Factory, and that's it. That's the actual place. So it's something where I don't know if they're trying to not promote it or something, but it is not visible whenever you first walk in. Same thing for like when I saw that Jean Revaux show, the magician, the Tropicana Theater. I had to actually hunt around for it because there was no signs for the Tropicana Theater. And then finally I thought to myself, okay, if this is just something as far as like the architectures and they're trying to make sense, what makes most sense? And that is putting a show near and around a bar area, like near and around a place where drinks could be ordered for the show. And then once I turned and I saw that the bar was at an XYZ location, then sure enough, that's where the Tropicana Theater was behind it. So that's where I found it. But again, it's not It's not something that's visible up front. Same thing goes for the tickets that you're trying to purchase for the shows. You have to go beyond the entire casino area towards the very back, and then finally you'll reach an area where it's the box office, and that's where you can purchase or even sign up for the reward program. And normally those things, like if you walk into the Excalibur, it's actually at the front. It's near the front of the area. So that was a little confusing why Tropicana decides to do it the other way around. I don't know any stories though about like finding hotel rooms or anything along those lines, because again I haven't stayed at that location. But if it goes by the basis of at least trying to find the stadium or the shows, the hotels are probably going to be a whole other story. But that's it. Those are just the little knick-knack stuff that I would say is negative thing tied to the Tropicana. Otherwise, it's a great looking hotel, fabulous inside, great smell to it, very, very few smokers, slot machines, a little iffy, good days, bad days kind of thing. And highly recommend it. Those of you that have been to Tropicana, please post your comments, share them below. It'd be fascinating to hear if anyone else likes that place as much as I do. I just wish that they would offer rooms for free, so that way I would love to stay there. But otherwise, because it's convenient and it's right across the street from my beloved Excalibur and Luxor, I just simply go across the street just to visit them. That's another thing too that's really, really nice about the Tropicana. They have built, I don't know if it was Tropicana that did it or if it was the city of Las Vegas, but they built a walkway right across from the Excalibur straight to the Tropicana, and then also a walkway from the Tropicana to the MGM Grand on the other side of the street. So you'll always have a very convenient way of getting to and from the Tropicana. So in other words, you don't have to cross the street, you don't have to wait for the light to turn after 5 minutes. No, you just can walk over any single time you want, and it's right there. Great, great stuff. I think I remember hearing that it was half furnished by Tropicana, but I have to double check on that. But otherwise, again, highly recommended. Great, great stuff. Great location. Very nice casino. Highly recommended. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Bye.